Yɛde kind of to my name, sir, and the MD of the State Housing Company Limited. Ebedin commodity the Kwabena Ampofo Appiah. Kwabena Ampofo Appiah. Wabe cancer e was studio. Maybe not friend of virus. Virus akwa ba ne saying.
Wakobi.
Ekoye.
Nyame adaro mani mon paibo.
Fantastic. As you who were hard check.
I saw you on frame you.
The last time was 2019.
I think 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, it was before COVID. Before COVID. And at the time now, even at that time now, was a lot to show and to report on. It is 2-3 years down the line there. Why you be brave? I can't home.
Kakakaka.
Anyways, inti not be brave na name State Housing at the time a corporation and a company. And
a corporation. I started a friend of Gold Coast Housing Corporation.
Okay.
And later on, a State Housing Corporation.
Okay.
And later to State Housing Company. And it's changed 3 times.
Okay. It is a company limited by shares guarantee.
Yes. So this is a limited by shares.
Okay.
And government of Ghana still have 100% shares in our company anymore.
Okay.
So even though the change happened somewhere around 95 from a corporation to a company. So before then, now there was like a department. I buying the chair workers, I buying the more musical sidan. But I be a company, as they say, when you want to show. And so also a company now can generating sika
editorial
hoka year projects to be necessary. The object no say company near social housing and society, but the way of doing business buying no free.
But how do you reconcile the two positions? At a time company a company limited by shares, meaning they say a commercial entity properly so called, and who provide social housing. And saying, how do you do it?
Oh, it's not the novelty.
Okay.
It's similar to say Ghana Water Company.
Okay.
So around that time, say Momo in Ifika kind of JJ Rollins because decided so obey diversify state companies. Yes. Ninki Hawk, Nina State Housing, Nina no diversify. And unfortunately, State Housing at that time, I believe, say almost floaty shares, so many bias. So government was forced to, get 100% shares. Okay. But it's critical, say, I buy have some space within the housing just to control the market. It is State Housings, you see, even though we are a commercial venture, the object is not like a full profit.
Yeah.
Say, Obi-Wan Kaswa do I use a real estate company. And until now, prices, they be an our form change in the market. Because of, say, we serve as a buffer, as a control, and so that it will be on to me private person or no bet me after that Free State Housing.
At the time you took over, now state being a company, a woman.
State Housing was a Jumakua a buying a show. But so many why you Jumo, why you Jumo, you chalka.
Yes.
Benefits, a lot of benefits. So, transfer to a limited liability company, especially one physical branch, and more. State Housing at that time, our stated capital now was about 11,000 cedis.
At that time in 95?
No, in 2016.
Oh, 2016.
Yes.
Who take it over?
We take over 2017, okay. But it has been like that for a long time.
Okay.
Shareholder and first and in Sicily, will be ever what be seen free will be now see capital 11,000.
11,000 Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis.
110 million.
11,000 Ghana cedis.
And 110 million old cedis.
The whole State Housing. The whole State Housing. It makes and I'm not sure the size of the company. Eti the year 2000, Omampinyi Kufuor Appiah Besom, the company started to shake itself to build. I believe somewhere in 2006, and it became profitable again. So then there was a change to the Mills administration,
Yes.
then to the Mahama administration, and now to the Kufuor administration. So the company has gone through a lot of challenges, and a lot of it in not the making of the company. And I'll give you a typical example. Let's say in the 70s, for example, the military government will take you over with the mask. So along the line, say will be madam deposit from all depositors. It may I make take you over State House and Company. The first thing one of my managers to catch him and say, how do you do your shahedi? And I'm saying, say State House in there, so you Juma, all deposits were beginning. It's Hana Juma the chair, how can I say, just going by the day. And it was a very, a cloud, a kata company, and so even Crown say, State House and talk car to me go home. Because so Sabiana will be about and there's a lot of challenges and a company within that time. See, some and yet the making of the limited liability company, but legacy issues. Company, facing at Twaswa, even up to now, we are still solving some of these things. Most of them will be many in any chain. But we have to solve it.
Wow. And at the time I will take you over, now company or staff trend there saying?
At that time, was hovering about 200.
200,
yeah.
Okay. Administrative,
technical
staff.
Yeah.
Ubaya how big the problem was, no? Nyoma Baina, what did you do?
Say, here the year already as well. There has to be something has to be done.
Yes.
And you can't do the same thing and expect different results. So immediately, I didn't say and they say, you better go back to company, the entire are buying a share. And they say it be dying, I'm a Ghana for. Because by maybe Busa saying the last 8 years, a dying saying I'm going to see. One of my managers heard me say, "Oh, bear 12." I'm so we are sure. Okay, you know me. I'm sure me. I'm so we are sure. Oh. Ebi Nuba bear 8. Let me say. Let me say. Oh, but me Kasan I was out of shock. Say company more object. Ne say mun sit down. Is that what I mean? That was not happening. So myself and the then deputy running the co.
Okay.
And that time was quite any board a chain Ben Osmans we board chairman Flash over join so we sat down say the bend heading but we have to push it, so we decided to move the company to what it was supposed to be. Problems in the Beba will solve it. That was the attitude that we took it in. Say problems to also both of us in each and you be able to solve it. But the ones that we can solve, we'll tackle it head on. But at the same time, Juma, His Excellency, the Nekufadu Adeyama, and he said we should make the company viable. So we have to make it viable.
Target, there's a Moma company viable. No? Government being the sole shareholder, no? Or more recapitalize the company now.
Oh, not at that time.
Okay.
And because what the discussion was okay, Sisiano. There's a company, it's in a deep hole. So there are two options. One is either we put money in it or we collapse it if it's not viable. But we are not going to put money into a sink. So let's see how we'll be able to build it up and see if it will be. I mean, then again, in my background as a in real estate. There has always been this kind of firefighting. I mean, I joined Fannie Mae in America at the time of the financial crisis. That time, an OBS shut them down. We were able to turn the company around. So the president will say, "Oh, you are a bidder." So if you've been able to do it at that high level, and this one, it should be easy. It should be something. So we took the challenge on. And so the first thing that we did was say, okay, this year, no, coffee will be over day because now we also pay the projects. Coffee will be over the eka. If you know why it goes even up to about 30 years.
Wow.
A lot of them you see big corporations and companies. It's also first of all, you started a dank of worker. So we set up team, and this is something that this my staff, almost 8,000, they did a fantastic job to do that collection in terms of Momodeka, in terms of ground rent, mobile beer and lease, a lot of things. So we decided to tackle those to bring in the revenue. Now, things so share within the company. How can we cut costs? Because at that time, administrative costs were so high. How do we cut waste? And how can we work smarter? Then again, how can we make ourselves attractive? I go for a business. Because me second week or so in the company, it's your toy. Me George me a car park flooded. Me nanti koma me drew work say bi omo gina ho na mkuta net ade omo so much fish na fish pond. So how do we make sure say obi because over to down will be where kwa be hwe ne ho no ato. So these were various approaches that we wanted to do. See, gradually we were able to raise some money from a car and go for the year. And we had some assets. For example, near Clubhouse View on Okaneshi. It was costing us in excess of about 5,000 every month to maintain. Meanwhile, the income then only do 2,000. So how do we make sure we make that such an asset and begin to work for us? And so we decided to redevelop it and then use it to raise money to be able to do other projects. Then, it's a call Kakra. A friend is saying, for lack of better words. Say, me now, two for say to columns, and they are so many one swami, I be heading. Was now, they just as we the 5 projects. Kateche, Boankuma, so south about 500 acres, on also no 5 Sansuna and Chehne, also 200 acres. Kakras are paying phobia organ, so who bought into the vision, say, also any year, Magana Foyina, or when you now saw Yase, Emma and Sassy, say, young fine Yejuma. Kakra, and then make us a being for being so. So you money been so train sign. But you can't win it all. The Kakra sign is still in 2019 and by saying to make catchers projects Kakra creating me started that time.
And for all of those projects, no. IGF na mode
IGF from crime
musica.
Yes, some catchers say obi banana capital 11,000 cities. So will be So it was almost impossible to go out and loan. So we had to look inside ourselves to be able to raise money. And up till now, we've used only IGF for all our projects.
So far.
Yeah, in call Bob
Project
Oh, yeah, and kakra. Oh, say if you are your onion scan kakra na in a year, and ultimately done.
Yeah.
Tisana, up till now. Nyamiada Roma company need to me as producer to me BA offices are near 2 from 2005 our Borga is now open. You've opened an office in Ho as well. We are operationalizing offices to be able to be on the stepping board to accelerate faster. And yakoye name there and so see
munyanri na me hwe say before say who take you over, I will start and if for Munsu Amutie, no person who some of the projects now videos need be a rolling on your screens, more sharing. But this one, okay, we need more of an artist impression, I think. But it's a huge project. I don't know, say, more sure. God in the high.
And yes, district.
Okay, so I know your project I feel like your best started.
Okay.
So I buy a share juma yeah so far now. I don't so say the feels Monsieur Fifi, Mutimi Atlantic Accra, you be so na yeah district housing project across the country. I buy juma for ya transfer or more. Say be doctors, nurses, teacher for and kai be amukwe krasi kombe so mekono. And I'm a time hunting no. Omokwa omenya maybe the omotiato. Enti say me who screen but if you know and that is what you see.
Okay.
Okokaya was in the budget now buying Edisika about 160 million euros to Jose the BSR project.
Oh, okay. It we know that's every district being a facility we.
So their goal is every district. But currently, piloting 16 districts across the country, and we are targeting deprived areas. Usually in Caribbean, ebia okase doctor nkoho bia onko enti enye eyunkwa dan kwa na esi ho the school ka ho na the clinic akra police station kakra so that ebia onipa kwa bi otinkran the lifestyle are you used to including supermarkets and that tie krasi obenye bi at least enye to say the otinkran but at least you'll be compensated.
Okay, and for every district, 16 districts are more pilots. Mube see a dying saying in every district.
Oh, it's about 400 in every district. And it includes a school and a recreational area.
Okay.
If you cried a hospital. And as I say, and because of the government agenda 111, some of the sites in crowd we as they ban a kakra, so that workers be over and I think you complete feasibility studies don't you ever go to site.
Okay, and that's for district project. But earlier, that question I me Busane said, who take over in state house and air estates be around. In the more estates in United because from Science State in the Mutimi, EGG can start a project.
So now you are about 30,000 homes across the country.
30,000 homes.
30,000, and these are 30,000 units.
Okay.
And every unit beyond so no be a ground rent near there. They been see a rental. Now Obi rent be over your watch your cry be a measure. There are some areas some rent a month for maybe a 2-bedroom, maybe an 11 CDs.
11 CDs.
Yes.
2 bedrooms.
Oh, it be cry 5. Me na me best me call no. Best me call esa. Oba obi na be dija ka so the father so be chia 12 CDs that or they call 24 CDs a month. When headline news, state thousand increase rent by 100%. Omonka mountain and come. No more son can count the rent which are from 1979. These are some of the things. But we understand. Say it is part of the job that you have been given to do. In Tinyama Juma Studio also and see and kakakakra and also rent and so accrue for a long time. And be also so obi omonim kwampo se bi omodeka me kai ma me ba kon oba me office abrewa oba ya okutane ne bele dia send ya ma no me nim se ne bu afukra ne mbeko oba on se krachi chame na me say ma I don't say chame na me chia no o say me to dan me san kakrata we bi da na de bia me dwen on se ntia ban pesika na enti no me be fia say the bill a breme no na ene ho ahoho it is not person ba no anante ba no be hwe the entia what has changed no I can say my ba have been ba since me right officer so be any sere and no be a jeme feso so she could see the change so she wanted to climb up to the fourth floor na obe on the come enti obi o ha no munim. And so immediately I'll be catch and say, this is what is due on. But we also saw that's one thing I could record. And the DB so called court.
Oh, okay.
And now so that time Obia say I bind the infant court. It's assassin over Now no be on smooth so
Ono
kwakwa na ho.
SCBBS so.
We all call onu usi onu asan kwagyan asan ton ama go for. Enti e ba na sansase ne bi on so na dan na enye developed no. Yeah, we took measures to recover aban sase and go for afa bebre. No so na boaye ma ya physical ankoto asase. Titimi si dan ho ma go for etim betina ho.
Oh, okay.
Ebi on so abe ya ne o asase bi o identity ho baby. Meka ye ko ho almost say oh I had a waterlogged issue afa ho.
94.
Na me was an identity dey issue be na da. Enti me operations team guys we dem investigate because on say issue in rare one issue when you be ho. Ti omo tutu ya na chon from say MD ya shy took almost about a year. Ya trace ya ko water source. Now say water source near them so say issue was from na pai. So for all these years in a likia I create the scenario say I said revenue that.
Oh, okay.
And to that land, it's me recover it's beautiful apartments also. Meaning say when we apartment adenta painting or blue and green. So
that's what was our pictures. Okay, just in the better so bad you see
beautiful apartments. Next week, we will be handing them over to the proud owners.
Oh, okay. Like individuals.
Individuals, so toy. And see, these are some of the things.
For like Adenta, for example, Obe consider say non so a social housing.
So a day you see no, you find say we classify them all as social housing, and then we segment them. We say your affordable housing, that is for low income, and then we have mid income. And then we have high income. So far, Minyanya Sikanya high income.
Okay.
But I'm hoping you said that should be
a high income.
But so far we do mid to low income housing. And those are Osha apartment prices, the range big.
Okay.
From the low of about 80 to 85,000 cedis all the way to about 300 and 350,000 cedis. And depending on Obia taste, that is what they get.
Oh, okay. And more 80,000 there.
Yes, and then your
It be
Austro.
It is who say when it looks like high-rise apartment.
Yes, these are
me
screen also me.
Okay.
Identa okay. And no high-rise. Na make us say na
almost waterlogged.
Yes, yes, and no say so as you can see is now this apartments where there's a story I see in my office they be a mechanic. You one of papa penny oba my office was you papa apartment to be ato me bob watching us you na we say more na afford that way so on the driver na buy no cran back no nya call opie na the driver na buy no say boss me me to be na me say mo cran na me pay mato they say na come back the driver na the toy on when you be ato that is how these days happen.
Oh, okay. And for projects say more outsourcing na more dem contractors ni sima mo.
So the ATB internally ebi on so say o share ebi a cabinetry and then other things you need the expertise and then we outsource it.
But mainly no more staff and so we sit down.
Oh yes. And we use a lot of casual staff and so your qualified architects, engineers, etc. are more site every time, supervising work, even if we are using contractors and we are using casual staff.
Okay.
And everything we want to make sure say the state has and quality that IPCA you do know.
Under housing units saying among account over the past 5 years.
Over the past 5 years, we are getting close to about 1,000 units.
1,000 housing units.
1,000 housing units. So share Greater Accra and this year, we've Adenta Dio is about 140, 150 units this year so far.
Okay.
Amra here, a video no
Amra
here.
Okay.
Also, currently we are doing about 230 units.
And also high rise, say.
Individual homes. Nina Greater Accra, and these are projects that we are doing this year. Oko other regions and so Kumasi Kufu estates, and so we are doing units there. And some of our estates, so I won't say not land utilization and yes, so perfect. So those ones, redevelopments within the estates to be able to maximize the land uses And across and Sunyani say we just recently finished and handed over to
Sunyani.
Yes.
What's CBA?
Yes, CBA we are handed over. The same. Tamale, we've handed some over. Beyond so it's near completion and
Oh, okay. Wow. And who back almost a search home.
Search homes. And they were American. And
they
about 230 units of homes.
Oh.
And we started about a month or so ago.
About a month, and they drew hay.
Say agro nipusu any every.
No, but and you say all of this they are IGF.
Oh yes. So far bank beyond mais. And it's interesting. Is a couple of months ago, beginning of the year, we've had a lot of interest, especially even from some foreign development agencies. We've been following State Housing, so we want to partner with State Housing to be able to be part of the success story. I mean, I just, I met with AFD, France Development Agency, their country director, and they're all excited about the changes and the progress that Ghana is getting in the housing. And we are hoping, we'll be able to accelerate and do better. Because way there, I said Ocean because I'm looking at the situation where in Ghana we'll be doing thousands of homes every year.
At least every year.
Every year. Then we can say we've arrived.
You've arrived.
But if we are not, we are doing 500, 600. This is for what is the country needs. We are not doing much.
Wow, in terms of material, we had this conversation about or sector minister about had the last time, me Busano, and he even made the point, or more share, was it Pokwase? That's a Pokwase was a whole
Pokwase.
Yeah, there's this project be on Mobile. And I even insisted, also munya unit in Mamo, Namumutimi Isi. Because he was making the point about the use of local material. Because I don't understand. And said in our channel, you've been in this industry in the US of A. Rarely would you see houses in the US of A brick and mortar, And in Rihanna, so how no move for free edeco. Why don't we make use of the local material?
Obi, a number of things. Ghana, we have a taste in brick, in mortar, in concrete. Me Busa architect, one of my architects said, Ghana hurricane here. Tornado ni ha, typhoon bi ensi ha. Adenti na you see dan you see say obi say be a prison dan. Because as one catch them say it's a matter of taste. We have been conditioned say blocks na here.
Yeah.
And then say the dua kosi dan ya.
Obi feel say papa.
Obi feel say papa. And we are incorporating modern way of building and no blocks, but are cheaper in some of our designs.
Okay.
Also, no share our design from the designs are to say these are new designs. In the past, the 70s bungalow styles, deep blocks, concrete power. These modern designs, and we use less of that. And in areas, so for example, bricks are available. We are using the bricks. We are using local materials when they are available. But you a dine of boss. It is if you bet fabrics, if you say you go so and cry, you may drown one idea. Ain't say you su area and a cement, gas and no matter dining boy. These are all the things that we take into consideration. Say you see Danya. First of all, quality. Then we won't compromise on it to beat down cost. We make sure the quality is assured. Then we look at the inputs. And then I see Diana, it be meet the quality na your PC. Go nipa or then I ran a man them. And you say China in Shoto and from Abane so then we look at those things. And the quality comes before we look at the cost savings.
Cost, anyway, because I remember on the issue of quality, there's a years back. Na unzamu estate wo Ituma.
Yes.
Ituma, na Madam for police ni been in the area na eteho. And those time radio so was sky. Omo frebia and you bet na dining state house and for other dying also door knob mu a na aka nsem obekọ na I mean complaints in kwa.
And you see sometimes we see a dying you will not be able to actually know certain things unless you be a better. And even though currently we are looking at the highest of quality. You see the areas as well. We have what we call the break-in period, which is about 6 months. Just that we'll be able to test ABI. Now even before say this week make us next week hand you over apartments. This week we are going through a lot of testing within our. You need to make sure it's bien breaky, ensure bien leaky, roof bien leaky. We do a lot of quality tests before saying them. So we just don't build and hand over. And I say even if there is a defect, we move in quickly to be able to correct that defect.
And just tell as part of the contract, State House and able taking care of defect liabilities.
Oh yes, we don't just give it to you and leave yourself. Nah, a break here. We don't do that. We try to work with you because we believe in customer service. And once we work with the customer the long way, and that is how you're able to achieve repeated businesses. And that is what we want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, say hi, Obi. Please ask Virus if their houses are disability friendly. Great job by all standards. I equal John Bart Addo, Ohio, US of A. Obi, I'll say one of the best performing appointees undoubtedly is Kwabena Ampofo Appiah, aka Virus. His leadership at the SHC has been excellent. His diligence in raising funds from within and undertaking their investment without loans or government interventions is simply awesome. I want to encourage him to continue impacting positively in the housing sector. Farouk Tema, PK Sapon says, Obi, to me, Virus is one of the best CEO appointees of this administration, if not the best amongst them. It is a delight listening to his extraordinary performance at the State Housing Company. He's simply amazing. Amazing. PK Sapon. Into bracket whispers and Odiwe brain. We said, Obi, please ask your guest when the affordable housing that started under J.A. Kofo's era in Koforidua will be completed. So some of us can also buy some. He has really given the company a solid brand and facelift. Kudos to him. Alex Martinson, Ewo Koforidua. This one says, Obi, the man on our PIK Virus is really on top of his job. Ask him what's the secret behind the success at State Housing Company Limited. Amisko Spelele is in Kaswa, where he's a fantastic Virus, MD of the moment, Andy Owusu, Western North, Seshi Yoso, and Onudiwe Brain. This one says, hi, my regards to Virus, the housing transformational guru and whiz guy. Obatampa Frances, Irabna is CM, CEO, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company, and Oduweaba. We say, Obi, good afternoon. The man in your studio is the best appointee in this current government, from including ministers, and it includes ministers of state. But my problem with him is the publicity of his performance. Please ask him to, do they have a PR department? Yes, they do. If yes, okay, also then that person should be charged for causing financial loss. Yeah, so anyway, Sinti, why Eddie? Okay, one fa Udin and I would appreciate your you adding your name to this one. Ma mention other messages I Saka. This one says, good day, Obi. Nana Appiah Virus has really lifted the image of State Housing Company, and today it's in order that we celebrate him as a hero. Nana Equiamwa Boateng. Okay, Richmond Standard Chartered Bank says, Obi, I met him at P4C meeting some time ago, and he's just a nice personality. I'm not surprised with the exploit he's making at the State Housing Company. Kudos to him, Richmond Eddie Eni. We say, good day, Obi. Virus has been very instrumental in the State Housing Company. He's transformed the sector to a well profitable sector. Indeed, we, the youth in the NPP, are proud of him. Castro and Nanu Ewo in Sawim at the we are brain. Virus, I mean, some of the questions will be here no am.
So question, first one is in terms of disability friendly. There's a new Disability Act that mandates even our apartments and that becomes disability friendly. Right before the act was passed, you see apartments be on Okaneshi. We've even put a stop to it. Every designing the entire apartment to be able to meet the
provisions of
the act. No? And it's something that we take very, very seriously in terms of the disabled. It's even apartments that was stairs, it doesn't go all the way. You have a landing space. And and so even in our office is currently our lift have not been working for 30 years. Currently we are putting in a new lift so that people who are disabled can access even offices, our offices. Internet is something that we are taking very, very seriously.
Oh, okay. And the next question was, I think, on
affordable housing.
When
it will be done.
Koforidia,
workers was Koforidia for us to be able to finish it.
Oh, okay.
The project was abandoned for so long, until when we took over State Housing, we had to do a whole assessment of the current structures, whether we should say be a baby and I say bend. So experts spend some time, testing everything to make sure, like I said, quality idea will never compromise on it.
Is it Koforidia? Oh, okay.
And I say, Koforidia, we are
currently housing units saying
a year about 10 different apartment units. Every unit is between 16 to 20. I just saw Kwabena Ampofo.
Okay.
And you gusua your work is currently and I'm hoping saying when we are bit me complete.
Say no so born from Kama.
Oh yes. Oh, and they are strictly affordable housing. And on State Housing is not getting any profit from it. We are breaking even. Just
okay. And the Kwabena Ampofo and the so more. And is it Mona manages this year?
Debbie. I know you understand.
I know understand. Yes. Okay. But some of them say Kumasi, so more J. Kufuor Estate being so Kumasi.
Yes, J. Kufuor Estate near different from Kwabena Ampofo.
Okay.
J. Kufuor Estate near just it's a Laboni Estate, and as a railway estate, a new estate.
Okay. But also a State Housing project.
Any State Housing
project. How many housing units?
And it's about total about 180.
180. Okay, but no one starting towing.
Oh, you're starting at towing, great.
That's a more
it's about 80%.
Any? I know Pegola way in Agusono.
It's almost done.
Hey, and here I am to be.
If you are interested, yeah.
Hey, and we come and say what
so Tanoso area.
Okay. Okay. Tamo so we say what try yes and twa.
Don't do yes and twa.
I won't know. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Hey. It was a complete flat.
Oh yes, it's a guy.
It's nice.
We've been commercial
bedrooms near saying.
Yeah, well, 2, 3, and then 4 bedrooms. We are even moving even away from J. Kufuor to start a new estate. Or the days where Dabanwood Village. Because the J. Kufuor is almost.
But the J. Kufuor no. A project I will inherit and I say
Debbie. Started from
180 apartments.
Started from scratch.
And also IGF na mudi see.
Nina, we are Na me catch us sisi ano you can say who's say IGF and you say a campaign for the you start age managers, you know. When people have belief in you, they're able to put substantial deposits for products. Semunsi mame. In Oshe, you say American project, you started just about a month or so ago. But so when the rate,
rate
and a lot of people daily or more bad, they want to put substantial down payments because when they 8 me. So first, you need a track record.
Yeah.
So now that you have the track record to be able to deliver on time, you know, people have that confidence. Say, I'll be to me, and that is what we are pushing for.
Edi Jeko for Kumase more Session so the announced here then.
Session so your friend Katejibu Kuma Estates. Yeah, the two or mine or the assassin of them, you know. Jeko for Estates, assassin Jeko for crew.
Okay.
And he was
this is nice. Green color and okay, this is Session also.
Yeah, where is Session also? Now go back and say we are dating green. Yes, you know, Ghana immigration for because and almost immigration service. Almost some more colors green. And you know,
no, but this green is nice.
And you know, you're painting the green, and you know, much chances are much red. It's you're painting on uniform.
I don't much estates, Nina.
Omajibi, and Yanina. The any green, and your yes.
How many rooms? No.
I don't see a 2, 3, and 4.
Into say me pick 2 metri saying.
It depends, and also say esnobiane the way you see penny. You said yeah, also a motion I say sliding windows.
Yes, sliding.
The price is different from maybe Obi Lover Blades. Obi for some reason they been almost a POP crown and my area won't pay. Ebi also
I mean you build to specifications.
Exactly. Obi share the new estate now outside no looks the same. Was there back who say pegola? Yes, in change your pegola.
Okay.
Because Obi no papa say mo kata dining so ba betina bontin. Obi nso ope balcony kakra. Ni nyina no adds up to the cost. So it is ope if you have to our designers are able to sit with you. So okay, wait there. Yes, but these are the ones that we can customize for you. It is you know the finishing, you pay a granite countertop. You know mo dia monye friend is slate bi amame. It depends on to taste. It is obi say o see akakra won ho say I expect so bad.
Oh no, me a guy pa.
Yes, I say the ni nyina do ka ho ama. Oh, it no obi hu say bi obi or 3 bedroom.
Yes.
Ochia ebia 400 and 450. Obi so 3 bedroom ochia 700 and 800. It looks the same, but it is what goes in the manner
yeah. Oh, okay, that's really interesting. I mean, for Session also the looks really good. I love it. I really love it. Color no so for immigration for the when they got the color on point. Really on point. really on point. Anyway, for Session also.
Yeah.
And now me read it through Facebook comments. Somebody says, why don't you do high-rise buildings? Now, you say you waste your assassin. What do you tell them?
No, correct. So you see both high-rise and then low and then bungalows. But what the market demands. So and I'll give you a typical real-life example. There are some areas, especially Kumasi in the environments that apartment living and people are not used to it. To share even a Kwabena Ampofo affordable housing, it's not a tunnel because most people are better for transit and so the people that you are targeting, they don't benefit because they don't have the use.
High rise,
and you face it in kakakakra or mixing or now it's and but and land availability is also a key. I mean, baby, it is a serious. The land is not a problem. I mean, the next 50 years, yes, you have to plan for the future as well. But currently, we have to, make sure that we meet what the market also wants, what the people want. As well as facing in because even technology, new technologies are you mix it because yes, you can shock the market and that dynasty will be
yeah. So, I think it makes sense. It makes sense. We say, okay, until this is somebody abroad or not, he still insists or say will be it's a shame they are single unit. We really waste land in Ghana. But I think the explanation makes sense. I don't know about you, but of course, I mean you should understand. Obi at na UK, for example, maybe our council flat much will be who be free say.
Oh yes. I mean, me to UK, na me to Luton.
Yeah.
Luton, na me at the 10th floor of this is not even the dining hall. So it's you look at it that way. Yes, it would have been good to have that, but in our current system, and not only that, even now with our laws, if you are doing 3 floors up, you need elevators, etc. You have to also look into it, like in terms of maintenance, etc. If you're going to put, like for example, if I'm going to put 10 floors in Sefiroso, and I put an elevator there, and say
problem.
Yeah. You have to now fly somebody from Accra to go. So you have to look at all be brave before you put or you cite projects. It's not just the desire, say, or NC
high rise
and
but of course, I mean, back when you adenta bibi almost waterlogged, no. Say and no high rise.
Yes,
because of assassin.
Because assassin is we babies are crazy. Maintenance things are more easily available. Plus, assassins also limited. So high rise. It makes more sense. It makes more sense than say be our debeko baby. It be crying even electricity crying after now. Electricity for the first time.
Yeah, it's true. And this one says, Obi, I think they should change the name affordable housing to just housing because they are nowhere affordable. They are only affordable to the rich people. The name is deceptive. Gasti man ewo brikum. Ne dia ono edia bre eno. But affordability they say relative.
Oh yeah. So your case affordable housing is it depends depends on a lot of things. Because Ovi, CCR, 4,000 cities to me is very expensive. It's because Obi wants to have 4,000 cities. They are the ordinary that is there. But Ghana has, for us to reach where we are, say we are affordable, and it's not just about the cost of construction or the cost of homes. Because Obi, if you look at the cost of homes, CMNM from to do affordable housing now, we are missing the mark. And I'll tell you why. You see, you can come down to a certain level. After that, you are compromising on some people's lives and safety. For homes to be affordable, we have to look at the demand side as well, not just the supply. Supply side in there. So you can come down to a point, like State Housing, you are performing to a certain level. But if you're supply side, you share how to do a credible mortgage scheme in this country. We'll be say a dime 500,000. And that's what you are in 20 years, 30 years. It's more affordable than a dime 50,000 now immediately.
Immediately.
It's that is what as a country I think we have to start shaping the conversation towards. Say, how do we make mortgages come down, the rates come down?
But no, how do we do it? Because sector minister after sector minister promises.
Now
why is it not happening?
Now we are doing much better, Obi. OSHA, the Ministry of Finance, right now, they are supporting a lot of banks to be able to sell. Sorry, but almost supported banks with more subsidize mortgages. Into share your products is any Republic Bank to agreement, and not just Republic Bank. Banks is GCB, Stanbic. Ministry of Finance match what they are giving you. The interest rate comes down. Right now it's just about 11.9% or so. That is a complete departure from what we inherited out 30% for a mortgage. Or more be mortgage now because 30%. Basically, there's no way the person can afford it. Still at 11.9, it's still high. To me, it's still high. But it's better than where we are, and I'm hoping, say, going forward, we'll be able to even do better. Near bringing it down. Near to as I extend the repayment period, because that is the key driver. Because Ghana, a daya a share in Remuno. Imagine say uncompleted building and just quantify
locked in uncompleted.
Money is locked. And kadin ina share economy nema anka Ghana you keep me there a lot of things. Most young people otia danka double, but we don't realize it because you see no orente. Na osanso si dan double. If Timiko Bobesia available now the Twitcher Usasi can be an card rent at the bay, but say business be I raise it. So I think long term, no, in the long term, mortgage no should be the way to go. That is the way to go. That there's and there is something that we should not even second guess or anything about. I think say, and I'm happy and say currently, that is the direction the government is going to say mortgages rate above form. Na obiet me akọ bank akobo besia e de atofie. And
you think say because you see a question of supply side so because adan say deficit na da so e wo. Supply side no and respond because there is no demand
so usisi if a dining here and currently you see the deficit is high because enkrofo sit down. Enkrofo sit down because enkrofo is economy better. So if we address
the demand side, no with funding mortgage anyway,
because it's very risky, and now one here now say what we currently so we have a lot of empty luxury homes because then people also they just lock their money in real estate. So you have a lot of luxury empty homes. Meanwhile, that's
true. And no so in Momo case no. Because of mumu focus social housing in mo plans no mo dan ni bi mo de ma ema rent and answer mo de ndie nipa ne
a few rentals, but currently we know about the district housing and only rentals.
Oh, another for rental.
For rental, and so we are going to push in that affordable rental into the system.
Oh, okay. Wow. Ekosiisen the higher Senpai FM. Obi, please ask him for me the price of the 3-bedrooms house in Koforidia. I want to buy one. Adwa feneye. I don't know. But virus, my name say answer whatever man. Also pay so tobacco.
Adwa, I'll give you a number to call at the end of the show. Okay. Because I hear and I say price in Koforidia 2-bedroom, 2.5 bedrooms. My time in Abesa. And right now, system make me Ghana for you I just say to me ato. It's a price list and I'll give you so be well my time crack. My main phone number and 2 and advance starting free. It's omit me afre number C 050 24 52188 050 2452 and answer 050-2452-271. Victoria and Juliet omo a charge omo phone train calls no until if you can call them right now and they'll be able to assist. Now and even you can also go to our website www.statehousing.gov.gh or outside Ghana www.statehousing.gov.gh and also Jacinta is online ready to chat with you or waiting that way we will be able to address that.
Obi, please ask Virus, the high-rise building close to La Palm Beach Hotel which has been abandoned, is it for the state or a private person? If it's for a private person, can't State Housing partner the person to build and make some revenue from it than to allow it rot at the seashore? Nanampon Sabidiako.
Obi, and I'm going to Busa and once we will be catching us down for video. Just 10,000, but the brave will be coming. It will be also your program, now all can was him, so Kaya. Aha, no, that will be the ticker. Let me be the ticker.
Send the Panabiti say any diam. He's no more. I don't know what
it is so down for the umpire.
Oh. The person is no more. I don't know what's happening to it, but one strategic investment, but because location is solid.
Yes.
The idea was good, and also and I don't know, maybe so what I said later, you would go into luxury upmarket buildings because you're in beachfront, no, you were huge potential.
There's a huge potential, but currently, we have a lot of private players. More luxury. Not so many people doing the mid to low income. And as a government company, we don't want to be venturing into it now. Support or my private person or any interested in, so that there will be a balance.
Good afternoon, Obi. Please ask those calling from overseas, asking of sky-rise buildings apart from Manhattan, Bronx, California, and Chicago, where are they putting up sky-rise buildings here in the U.S.? Foreign-based Ghanaians shouldn't let it look like they know better. Godfrey Adoa, Bronx. We say, Obi, good afternoon. You can see that Virus is really ready to serve, but ask him for me if the affordable houses will be really affordable. Richard Krampa, Blekuma Central, we've dealt with that already. Obi, indeed, Virus is deep. I simply pray for him. Okay, Inti. Sandra Ewell, or say, I'm living for, okay, Inti, I'm a different issue. Okay, this one says, what about we have land and we want your team to build on our behalf than the private developers cheating us with astronomical prices? More offer bisa.
So, you said that we are a developer, we are a contractor, we will build. We'll be more than happy to do that.
Auntie, I know some of them a plan.
You bet me the plan, and I say, you bet me a plan. We have architects who will sit with you down to do all that. Now, what happens is, like for example, they say you have a lot of assets in terms of manpower and everything. And moving staff then, if it's a problem, I catch you. So because of that, we are not able to do that. But if it's within our scope, mind you, we are still learning how to work. State Housing, we are still a growing company. And we are not trying to overexert ourselves. But yes, if it's within our means and within our scope, yes, we'll be happy to do that.
Okay, that's really interesting. Ekosiisen, MD for State Housing Company and AD and Como and area 14 minutes after 4. If you've got any questions for him, you can send them through now. Yasha Kamal as we prepare to wrap up on this interview. We said, Obi, I do not see trees in the estate. Also spec was rule.
Oh, and Abia or somebody who's like me. I'll be living in greenery.
Yeah.
And the Abia only baby yen sim share your estates now. The first is sit down is see of course it's Denta, even our Malo courts, any new estates in now we are grass or doing because we believe in protecting the planet a bit. You say Sedge Homes will say we are having a lot of green inputs, including even rain harvest and to make sure say environment. And Nipako Kasa, I think to me that's the most important question in terms of making sure say our homes are green. We don't pay a lot of attention to it in this country, but I think it's very important.
Okay. Osafu Awo Eswum, was it Obi? Please ask him if they deal in mortgage. I think he said that they deal in mortgage. In fact, more banks are money or more standing agreement that you can do that. Somebody also wanted to know, say, what it includes. Volta region and I say who will be
it will be and with the Oka Green Assembly, Jericho Estate, His Excellency President Nekufado Okoho Odua bi oho.
Oh, okay.
Eduano Makache Gordon son former producer no fan Chegana for.
Jacob Forest.
Eduani nyi kama pa.
Oh, okay.
And the tree was planted by
I know God in Jiranche.
go team could make a picture. But that's a tree that was planted by President. It's a tourist attraction right now. Ubi ako could picture.
It is for estate we are more
exactly. To say that's the stage I drew in terms of doing the access roads and then the interior roads.
Yeah. Okay. Virus, I was saying, yeah, wrap it up. I think it's been a great interview, eye opener for most of us. Timmy, messages. We say, Obi, somebody would want to know some more. Was it more title to land? Certificate of allocation with the land commission and the Saniomano.
That's a very complicated question. So it depends on the location. There are some areas Lands Commission is in charge of lands in the country, and they do the sublease to state houses. And once they do it for us, then we do also a sublease to people are motor if you're free. Enti ubehun say bi obi oha a man be a 50-year lease, obi oha a 60-year lease. It depends on what we have.
Okay.
Because I say what you don't have you can't give. Enti I mean currently we are in the process of extending all our head leases with Lands Commission. We are having a very fantastic relationship with them. We've been able to renew Kanda. We are renewing Laboni and cantonments in those areas, northern regions. So there are some leases that are coming up for head leases that are coming up for renewal. So we are working with Lands Commission, say BTME, renew those areas.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's nice. Intima Yenshe, maybe your final comment near fan communities. We Obi kindly ask Virus that there are encroached lands in Adenta and Boche. How can homeowners get their registered document, and what's the payment plan for penalties if there are any? Farouk Ewa Tema. Let me see. Okay, this one says, Obi, good afternoon. Please, I want to ask Virus, is his position a political appointment? He has a very fantastic idea and he's really working. I have a follow-up question for him though. Sir Fred, Ewo Pokwase Festus, and way about. Position a political appointment? A
political appointment. I was appointed by His Excellency Nekufado.
Okay. Encroachment.
So we are trying as much as possible. Say we want to make government land encroachment very expensive business. With the we are making that enterprise very expensive. And in the last 4 5 years, sometimes we've even gone to the extreme of having to demolish some homes. Because Abasa says if we're farmer Ghana for you now, farmer once for any sir. A dime we also is a demolitions was ever since then. Tiana said Dynasty and it meets guide and everything. Then we give them the option to pay for the land and also pay a penalty for it. Last year, say we gave an amnesty. So where we are by Asasia, come let's have a discussion. No penalty. Then we do the paperwork for you. Meaning, all can say be or payment plan, but it's not something that we encourage. And it's not something that we should even be making it an option. But it's of fire, 30 years ago. There's not much that you can do about it. So we have to work with the people. But it's not something that we encourage at all.
Finally, always glad to tune in to listen to this show when I'm even at work. Virus has been very clear with the details. Obi, thanks to ECG for restoring power in Takrady at 3 p.m. after seizing it at 10 a.m. Are there generators in these buildings? And please, maybe I missed it. Where in Takrady do I locate some of these houses? Main Salerix, anyway free takrade and aba. For takrade, there's some more estates, more ituma.
Your ituma, and we are even doing an extension to estates.
And already more if you come at the new site.
Yes, if you come say we are about to do whole redevelopment in Efiekuma. And
I'm moving at Diembra.
At Diembra, so say, "Ow, brave sky." No, but such generators. Yeah, some of our apartments we do provide generators. Share baby North Kaleshi, we put a standby generator.
Virus, my nasi. It's been okay.
Obi Busaho.
Okay.
Yes, we do have Marley Estates. Currently, we are operating in almost all the regions apart from OT, but OT very soon will be there too. Marley Estates is almost complete.
Where's IGF? Hey, you've done well. I mean, you've done well. Kudos to you and your team. Is there a deputy why?
Your friend is Sharifa Titijani. Sharifa Efri Nkwanta. Oh yeah, she contested for MPP seat in Nkwanta. She's working, day and night for us to have a factional operations in OT. It's because OT is something that will be.
Running the call, ni will be wrong.
No, running the call, ni will be.
Oh, okay. We said, okay. If his position is a political appointment, is there a way we can maintain him? Because when there is a change of government, such a fantastic CEO will be lost. And there are some of the things that affect the progress of the country. And to only concern.
Well, Obi, Mecca say, change of government, yes. But you don't have to change government.
I didn't hear.
You don't have to. I mean, if MPP, MPP appointee, you maintain the government to have the person. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to change government. And I believe the Ghana for sure, mayor, they will use that to maintain MPP.
Okay. And David in Texas, and so there's a similar message about. Or say, Obi, wouldn't it be sad if the expertise of this hardworking gentleman is done away with when a different government comes in? We need such people for our development. David, Texas, US of A. We have to end. And yes, our message is higher by the door. So, sorry, and but virus, that's it. We appreciate your time with us.
That's it, pa. Yeah. Now, I hope saying your 2 years view. Enjoy.
Very necessary. And that's a very into virus number 10 and can only a CEO on put a managing director State Housing Company and I'm telling Canadian Kasa Kwabena Ampofo Appiah KAA Kwabena Ampofo Appiah and Motesi no aiding Ekosiisen